I didn't plan to walk into that building, not that day, not dressed like that. Plain shirt, worn shoes, no intention of being seen. But the message on my phone changed everything. A single line, sent from an unknown number. A screenshot of my wife, laughing with someone I didn't recognize. His hand on her lower back, her face tilted toward him, not casually, intimately, too intimately. No caption, no explanation, just the image. And below it, a forwarded voicemail transcription. "I'll tell him tomorrow. I just need your sister to play along." Sister. That part stung more than anything. So I walked into the real estate firm where she worked. Not because I expected answers, but because betrayal creates a gravity of its own, pulling you toward the very thing you want to avoid. The moment I stepped inside, I saw her, my wife's sister. Perfect hair, perfect posture, perfectly rehearsed smile. It vanished when she saw me. Then she laughed, loudly, artificially, a sound meant for an audience, not a greeting. "Security," she said, waving a hand. "Escort this gentleman out. He wandered in from the wrong building." Her colleagues perked up, watching the spectacle. My humiliation was their afternoon entertainment. I didn't react, not externally. Inside, something froze, hard, sharp. Then the managing partner appeared from behind a glass wall, eyes widening when he saw me. "Mr. Harrison," he said, voice tightening with urgency, "your $25 million estate portfolio transfer is approved." Silence. Every face turned toward me. The sister's smile collapsed. "And you," he said to her, "clear out your desk." I didn't blink, didn't flinch. This wasn't revenge. This was the beginning. The betrayal didn't start with the message. It started months before, quietly, subtly, like a draft in a locked room. My wife's late-night walks, her guarded phone, her sudden affection, soft, excessive, guilt-driven. I ignored the signs at first. Denial is an anesthetic, and I was addicted to numbness. Her sister played along, always there to cover for her, always quick to assure me my suspicions were paranoia. "She loves you," she'd say. "Stop imagining things." But her eyes never matched her words. There was a glimmer, anticipation, almost pleasure in every reassurance she gave. I should have seen it then. The voicemail transcription was the final thread snapping. Your sister needs to play along. Her sister. My wife. A man neither of them knew I knew existed. A triangle sharpened to a blade. I replayed the message over and over. Her voice was soft, pleading, like someone trying to end something she wasn't ready to admit had begun. Shock didn't hit all at once. It seeped in slowly, pooling beneath my ribs. A quiet confession, not meant for me, but delivered anyway. Everything became sharper, her tone, her excuses, her inconsistencies. A betrayal with too many fingerprints. I didn't confront her. I didn't confront anyone. I simply observed, silently, methodically. The truth has a way of revealing itself when you stop chasing it. Investigation doesn't need confrontation. It needs discipline. I checked phone records, found repeated calls to a number saved under a woman's name, one that didn't exist in her contacts before. I traced it. It belonged to him. I reviewed her location history from our shared car app. Repeated detours to places she swore she never visited. I found a credit card statement she forgot to hide. A hotel. 2 charges. 2 nights she said she spent with her sister during girls' weekends. Her sister had the same nights marked as overtime. Their stories aligned too perfectly. Rehearsed. Coordinated. The man from the photo worked in luxury private acquisitions, high-end properties, high-end clients, the kind who knew my financial footprint better than most. And then things clicked. A transfer request had been placed on my estate portfolio 2 weeks earlier, not by me, by someone who had my wife's login credentials, someone she trusted, Someone who had access through her. The same week she told me she was accidentally logged out of our account. Accidents don't happen in clusters. I didn't tell her what I knew. I simply prepared. Gathered documents, verified signatures, confirmed digital footprints, and scheduled a meeting at the firm, quietly, discreetly, in my own name. Only her managing partner knew. Not her, not her sister, not the man. Suspense isn't loud. It's a whisper with teeth. The evidence arrived 2 days later. Phone logs, recorded calls, location data, financial documents showing her attempted access, hotel surveillance confirming both their faces. I compiled everything into a small black folder. Thin, simple, devastating. When I handed it to my wife that evening, she laughed at first. A shaky, nervous laugh, the kind people use when the floor begins to tilt beneath their feet. "What is this?" she whispered. "Everything," I said. "Just that. Nothing more." She flipped through the pages. Her breath hitched, her skin paled. The silence stretched, thick and uncomfortable. Finally, she asked the question they always ask. "How long have you known?" I didn't answer. The truth doesn't need to be spoken when it's already suffocating the room. Her voice cracked. Her mask broke. But I remained calm, cold, untouched. The storm was hers now. Walking into her sister's office later was not spontaneity. It was strategy. I knew they'd be together that morning. I knew she'd brag about getting me handled. I knew her partner would be reviewing the portfolio request. And I knew exactly when he'd uncover the fraudulent access tied to her login. So when she mocked me, called for security, and summoned an audience to witness her cruelty, I let her. Humiliation tastes different when you choose it. Then the managing partner appeared. "Mr. Harrison, your $25 million estate portfolio transfer is approved." The room froze. "And you," he said to her sister, "clear out your desk." She turned to me, eyes wide, begging silently for an explanation. I gave none. Her downfall didn't need narration. It needed silence. I walked out of the building before security could touch me. The air outside felt cleaner, colder, but cleaner. My phone buzzed. My wife. Calling again, again, again. I didn't answer. Some truths don't need a confrontation. Some endings don't need permission. I stopped walking when I reached the street corner, watching cars pass in blurred streaks. People fall in love quietly. They also fall out quietly. The final thought came softly, without triumph, without sorrow. I didn't lose them. I simply stepped out of the role they built for me. And the world felt different, sharper, honest. I walked away, and none of them followed.